No, girl, what were you even thinking? Wiping sweat off Birdman's head like that had people stuck in shock. If that was just support, then support belongs in the crowd, not on stage with a towel in your hand.
Demand my address. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. What I am asking about is my child.
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So
Exactly.
my
So
thing,
how would I
I know
give
where
it
you
to
live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards and help
But
me.
what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You sold men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them a few times.
Who? What man?
You not get the lead.
Oh, dirty low down ass bitch.
Oh, you're such a liar.
Such
Such a liar.
Man. He said he Tawanda.
You know that's a lie.
I swear
You
to
know
God.
that's a lie.
I
Which
swear.
God are you trying to?
I swear. Your man for? You think I too?
Don't you?
Don't you?
Especially when whispers have been floating for years that something was going on behind closed doors. Folks weren't imagining things, and that moment only made it louder. And let's not forget this mess didn't start yesterday. Tawanda once accused Tamar of sleeping with Birdman before, and that claim never fully disappeared. That's why people are side-eyeing so hard now. The wild part is how these rumors are resurfacing like unfinished business from way back in the day. Even Birdman had something to say about it, which only added gasoline to the conversation. Nothing was denied clearly, nothing was shut down cleanly, and now people are connecting dots they never forgot. Here's how it all played out.
Are you guys a couple?
Well, T, that's my girl, my friend, my family.
Do you have...
That's my love, my soldier, my life. She my everything, and I trust
Because you
her.
bought her a Bentley truck.
Yes,
So the implication is that's your girlfriend.
she my life.
Birdman, Manny Fresh, and the Cash Money crew hit the stage in Las Vegas for a high-energy battle against Master P and the No Limit squad during Complex Con. The crowd was ready, cameras were rolling, but one major name was missing. Toni Braxton didn't show up, and instead, Tamar slid right into that spotlight, front and center, laughing, dancing, moving like she owned the stage, posted right next to Birdman the entire time like that spot belonged to her. The cameras didn't miss a thing. Tamar was caught getting way too cozy with her supposed brother-in-law, even wiping sweat off his head mid-performance. That clip hit the internet and people lost it instantly. Screenshots everywhere, pause buttons working overtime, and timelines going crazy. Some people tried to play it off like, nah, that's innocent, but let's be real, that excuse didn't land. Especially when there was a real relationship and a real engagement involved. This wasn't some random connection. Birdman and Toni had history, and that's what made the moment hit different. Let's rewind for clarity. Toni and Birdman started dating around 2015, and they were talking marriage early like it was locked in. Interviews, public statements, big promises, it all sounded serious, but the wedding, it never happened. Toni later said they kept pushing the date because of work, but that explanation didn't convince everybody. People felt like if she truly wanted it, she would have made it happen. Still, Birdman went all in. He proposed, and Toni made sure the world saw it. She posted photos right away, smiling, hugged up, flashing a huge diamond that demanded attention. That ring wasn't subtle at all. Birdman was feeling himself too. He went on television talking proudly about his love for Toni, acting like it was forever. Birdman wasn't playing when he talked about Toni. He called her his love, his soldier, his life, his everything, saying he loved her to death like it was forever locked in.
But there's no date.
There's no date. We almost had a date. Well, we had 2 dates, but we were doing Braxton Family Values and we were going through a little drama, and I was like, okay, the wedding is a good thing to get all the sisters together.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get us all together, and I said, the wedding's not a good reason because it's messing up my relationship a little bit. He's like, come on, Michelle, set a date. I know.
That's what he calls you?
He calls me Michelle. Doesn't call me Toni at all. That's my middle name, Toni Michelle. Yeah.
Set a date.
Set a date. He said before the year's out, so I have, what, a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
So he's 45, you're 51.
He's 49.
49.
The energy was heavy devotion, full commitment, ride or die vibes. Toni matched that energy in interviews too. She said they were close to setting a wedding date, actually 2 different dates, but she blamed the constant family tension from Braxton Family Values for blowing everything up. She believed a wedding might bring her sisters back together, but instead it exposed just how divided the family really was. Then out of nowhere, boom! By 2019, the fairy tale collapsed. Birdman posted a cold, cryptic "It's over" on Instagram and wiped every single photo of Toni like she never existed. No warning, no softness, just gone. Fans were stunned, and Toni didn't stay silent. She fired back with her own post, rocking a fiery red gown and a caption that had people reading between every line. She wrote, "Starting a new chapter isn't always easy, but always choose to be chosen. Cheers to a new year."
Hey. You killed it, babe. I was trying to go crazy. I wanted to call him.
Was the #1 trending topic. I tried to tell him, I show him. He don't know what that is. I'm like,
I don't know that.
bro, you the #1 trending topic in the world. Come on, Toni Braxton.
Girl, she thinks she's
She look good, fan.
Talk TV, stop acting like you all.
That was her classy way of saying she was done. Or so it seemed. Because weeks later, boom again. Toni and Birdman popped up together on stage during her Atlanta tour stop at the Fox Theater, smiling like nothing ever happened. Fans were confused, whispering, "Wait, are they back already?" Fast forward to December 2023. Toni shut it all down online with hot fake news, saying, "My dear friend Birdman and I are not married, never been married. We are both single, honey." That's what Toni said. But hold up, that story didn't age well at all. Court records later told a very different tale, and it shocked everyone. Turns out Toni and Birdman actually got married in secret, then split just 48 hours later. That's not a rumor, that's paperwork. The court documents didn't spell out full names, only initials, TB and BW, but the dates lined up way too perfectly for it to be anyone else. According to those records, they quietly tied the knot on August 8th, 2024, and by August 10th, it was already over. 2 days, gone. 2 weeks later, Toni filed for divorce, calling the marriage irretrievably broken. And that sounded final. Cold, clean, finished. Or so people thought. Because here comes the twist nobody saw coming. In January 2025, Toni suddenly withdrew the divorce petition and Birdman signed off on it too. That means, legally speaking, whether they move like it or not, they are still husband and wife right now. And now Tamar's latest drama has fans connecting dots fast. Sources claim Toni and Birdman are still technically together, and when Toni isn't around, Tamar allegedly steps in to support her husband. That's when this situation crossed into real messy territory. And Tamar, she didn't care about the noise at all. She clapped back at a fan on X who questioned why she was on stage, saying, "'Cause she couldn't be here and she loves her husband, so I'm gonna hold it down for her and my brother." No hesitation, no backtracking. And here's the wild part.
The man, my address. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. What I am asking about is my child.
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So
Exactly.
my
So
thing,
how would I
I know
give
where
it
you
to
live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards and help
But
me.
what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You sold men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them.
Oh,
a few times.
Who? What man?
You not get the lead.
Oh. Dirty low down there.
Oh, you're such a liar. Such a liar.
Man, he said he towards
You know that's a lie.
I swear
You
to
know
God.
that's a lie. Which God are you trying
I swear. Your man for? You think I too?
Don't you?
Don't put your hand on me.
While all of this was happening at the event, Birdman reportedly FaceTimed Toni, who was at home, calm, unbothered, and watching it all play out. Tamar jumped right into that FaceTime call, hyping Birdman up like he was the star of the night. She kept bragging about how amazing he was while Toni sat there cool and calm, rocking oversized shades and a sleek black turtleneck surrounded by pure luxury. The vibe was expensive and effortless. Tamar didn't stop there. She even pointed out the big, beautiful house Birdman bought for Toni, putting the spotlight on just how lavish her sister's life really is. Then she hyped the event even more, telling Toni that the Cash Money versus No Limit battle was the biggest show ever. And Toni, total diva energy. She barely flinched, gave a small smirk, and said, "Oh, I would think so." That was it. No extra words, no emotion, just unbothered confidence. But fans weren't buying Tamar's explanation at all. People felt her behavior was way too close for comfort, especially with rumors floating that she allegedly hooked up with Birdman just days before that performance. So wiping sweat off his bald head in front of everybody? Yeah, that didn't sit right with a lot of people. And this wasn't even the first time Tamar faced accusations like this on Braxton family values. Tawanda once confronted her on camera, accusing Tamar of sleeping with one of Toni's exes. The network bleeped the name, but fans and blogs connected the dots fast, and most fingers pointed straight at Birdman. And let's be honest, the sister bond hasn't been solid for a long time. Reports say the tension has been there for years, and it really showed on Tamar's last birthday when Toni realized she had been blocked. Toni even took it public, and that's when things really stung. She wrote, "I wanted to repost that gorgeous picture of you, but I'm blocked again. Anyway, happy birthday, T." Ouch! You could feel the tension jump right off the screen. That wasn't just a message, that was loaded. But Tamar wasn't letting that slide at all. She fired back fast, calling Toni's post pure gaslighting. Tamar said her sister could have just called her instead of turning it into a public moment to make a point. Then Tamar turned the heat all the way up. She dropped screenshots on her Instagram story showing their text messages from just one day earlier. The messages showed them literally trying to figure out which city each other was in. That reveal made the situation look even messier, and fans could not stop watching it unfold. Now, let's swing this back to Birdman, because his energy on that stage said a lot. He didn't pull away, didn't look uncomfortable, didn't shut anything down. He looked way too relaxed. Smiling, soaking it in, moving like he knew exactly what he was doing. That chemistry between him and Tamar had people raising eyebrows fast. Folks started wondering if this went deeper than family support. And honestly, the streets have been talking about this for years. Rumors say Tamar and Birdman allegedly dated back in the early 2000s, long before Toni was ever involved with him. Back then, it was all whispers, but people in the industry swear they were close. Late night studio time, non-stop calls, quiet pop-ups at each other's events. That history never fully faded. That kind of close. So now people are asking the real question. Was this reunion just coincidence, or did an old flame quietly spark back up right in front of everybody's eyes? The word on the street has always been that Tamar and Birdman's fling fizzled out quietly, but the friendship stayed solid. Fast forward to now, and suddenly they're on stage together looking way too comfortable for folks to brush it off. People tried to sell it as innocent vibes, but come on now! Tamar wasn't just wiping sweat. She was giggling, leaning in close, moving like this wasn't her first time doing it. That energy looked practiced, familiar, almost automatic. Maybe to Tamar, it's just old chemistry creeping back in. That type of comfort that hits when you've got history with someone. You know how it goes. You fall right back into a rhythm with somebody from your past without even clocking how wild it looks to everyone watching. And when you factor in that Tawanda once accused Tamar of sleeping with one of Toni's exes, everything gets even messier. Because if that ex really was Birdman, then this whole situation just leveled up into something way deeper. Honestly, something about all of this doesn't sit right at all. Either the Braxton sisters are sitting on the plot twist of the year, or this is one massive misunderstanding spiraling out of control. But with social media breaking that performance down frame by frame, one thing is crystal clear. Nobody watching that stage believed it was innocent. And let's be real, the idea that Tamar might have dated Birdman first, and then he went on to marry Toni? Whew, that's a whole different level of uncomfortable. That kind of history changes everything and makes this situation hit way harder than people want to admit. Now, I know you've got opinions. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, share this video, and make sure you subscribe because this drama is far from over. See you in the next one.